It's all right. Okay, y'all, we are here at SEIU's Leadership Comes. That's right. That's right. So,
Father God in heaven.
Hello.
all right, cool. So, ours were a stronger contract language. And this is something that we all spoke about earlier, having come out of a negotiation and things did not quite add up to some of the things that we agreed upon when they came in written form. So one of the things we felt like we needed stronger contract language on was the discipline process. Management is disciplining people outside of a time frame that, according to the contract, is a reasonable time frame. So maybe they say that you committed an offense 2 months ago, and now because they don't like you this week, they want to bring you in the office this week and talk about something that you did in the month of October or so. And so it has to be clear-cut language and enforceable language about the expiration of the time frame in which you can discipline someone. The other one is dignity and respect. We all have an issue with dignity and respect as it relates to management. What falls up under that to us is an equality in discipline. So again, using the same example that we used before, your friend, management's friend, come to work every other day late, a minute late, they never get called in the office. But here it is, because you're vocal and because you are a standout when it comes to issues on the job, every little time they get to call you in the office, you're in there fighting for your life. The other one is also respectful communication. We are all adults in the workplace. There is no reason why you should be talking to me like I'm less than or less than a human being. And so these are some of the things that we have to make sure that our coworkers write down every incident. We're not good at writing down notes. But when we get into the office, we want to tell you everything that's on our mind, and we want to blow up and we want to be all emotional. But when management comes in, they have 4 or 5 sheets of paper that can say what you have done.
Yes.
The next thing is job descriptions. A big issue for us. Someone could be a food service worker and want to transfer to a food service worker at another location, and they have to go through an interview process in order to do that. We feel that that's wrong. So if it's the same classification and you want to transfer to another area, it should go strictly by seniority.
Amen.
So,
Screw that snap.
so management has come up with this point system. So if you don't interview well, someone with less seniority than you can get the position. We feel like in this contract negotiation, that should be absolutely done away with, especially when it's a situation where you're just trying to transfer to your same classification. Also, internal postings. If you have the same classification, you're trying to transfer. Internal postings. So we are all under the agreement and the belief that if you are in the department, you should have first dibs to the vacancies in your own department. It should not go out of your own department first. So if you are working night shift and a position becomes available on the day shift, the person on the night shift, if that person has more seniority, should be able to go to day shift. It shouldn't go outside of the department first. So internal postings. Taleo is a trip because they would send a posting to people who don't even work for the county first before you even get a chance to bid on the position. Next thing you know, somebody new is walking through the door with no seniority. Other duties as assigned. That's a big issue for us because we're so short-handed on most of these jobs that they're making us do 3 and 4 different duties. And if it's out of the boundaries of our job classification, then we feel like we should be compensated. If you're going to make me do another person's job and it's not a part of my job description, then compensate me for that other job that you are expecting me to do. Tandalea, you had something?
No. I'm just saying amen.
Amen, sister. Amen. Okay, I got amen over there too. I got any on this side. I got some amens over there too. All right. So we feel that there should be specific expectations listed on other duties as assigned. It's too broad right now in the contract language. The fourth one and the final one is contract language clarity. It needs to be more user friendly. Thank you so much. Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree? All right. So, we see the shalls and the different things in the contract. So, and maybe we have to be more educated on those things too.
Just think of the difference between thou shalt not kill versus thou may not kill.
Exactly.
Right.
That
So,
may kill too.
right. So that brings us to one of our other things on the contract language clarity. We believe that there should be less mays and more wills or shalls. All right? So, because management use mays to the 10th degree. All right? Right, may not. So, and we also want it listed somewhere in the contract, what is the penalty if they do not follow the language that's written in the contract? Right? So here it is, all they can do is come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I gave this person the job when you were supposed to get it, but now since they already got it, next time when it comes up, we won't do that anymore. No, it needs to be specific penalties for the breaking of our contract language. Last but not least, I need you to stand up with me on this. Come on, I need solidarity. I need you to stand up with me. Listen,
She like she ain't signed up for
I
this.
need you to stand up with me. Last but not least, as our sister said earlier, whenever we agree on something at the table, before it is signed off on, we have to make sure that everything that we agreed upon is written in ink in that contract language. And that is all.
Would you like me to stop this for you? You know how to work. Okay, I'm gonna stop this and cut.